Welcome back
to Marriage Beyond the Veil.
Okay, so today, I really want to get into the attributes of what I was sort of looking for in a relationship. Having been with, I had dated someone that was married, even though they were separated. Um, my long term relationship ended with me being cheated on. And then I dated some other people who just really, I just didn't feel like were full frontal about what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing about Fred that I always loved was his integrity. And he was always very honest about what he wanted. Now, Fred will tell you he's not real big on makeup, he's not real big on artificial hair, he's not real big on false eye. He actually hates false eyelashes. He likes the more natural.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always been very honest about, very particular about the way I want my hair and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, but integrity,
Yeah.
Being honest. I was speaking to one of my friends, and that's the one thing she was saying that, in this dating pool that she's been in, she finds that so many people just aren't honest. If you don't want a relationship, then say you don't want a relationship.
Yeah, I think you should just say you don't want a relationship. And that's what I liked about you guys. You guys knew right off the bat that's what y'all wanted to do. And in 3 months, we were planning a wedding, executing a wedding.
Yeah.
So, if you know what you want and speak it, and then be sure what you want. I think I am guilty of that sometimes. I'm not exactly sure what I want, and I haven't been in the past always sure what I want because I'm a free spirit. I'm kind of like a butterfly, so there's a layer of me that's kind of, and it comes out over time, and what presents itself in the beginning is not always what I am on with the outside. I'm kind of hiding. So, but when it comes to integrity, now I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be straightforward. And it may hurt your feelings, but the truth is like, if I don't want to do something, I'm just going to say, you know what? I don't want to do it. And then relationships evolve. So when it comes to integrity, what were those attributes about Fred that you just like right off the rip?
Well, one,
because y'all work together.
He was always really straightforward and honest. He told me about his past relationships and what he did not want and what he wasn't looking for. He quickly told me that he didn't want to be one of my fly by night guys. And that he wanted to be more than that. He wasn't interested in me seeing other people while he was seeing me.
Okay.
So there were those key things. He did let me know that he was Christian, and that church was a big part of him. And he came from a big family. He was just sometimes brutally honest. Yeah. So, and that worked for me. That worked for me. And I think integrity is a big. I mean, because for people out there looking for someone, Fred and I talk about this all the time. You send a representative.
Honey, yes, they send a representative, and don't tell me you're close in love and all with this, and that's not who you are.
Right.
It just amazes me how people see themselves.
Yeah.
And I think integrity and then transparency, being transparent. And I know that comes over time. So for you guys, y'all been married for 30 plus years. How transparent was he in the beginning versus how y'all are now, which I know is clear, see through?
Yeah, no different.
No different?
Yeah, he was always, he told me his family was loud. And, he told me his sisters talked at warp speed, and they do. Everything that he said was true, and I appreciated that. Like I said, there was no gray area with him, and there still isn't. I think sometimes he does try to protect me, but it's never at a point where he's lying to me, or if I ask him, he's just going to tell me. So that's like I said, just integrity is really big for him, and
was it for you at the time? Like, was it something that even came to mind?
Well, it probably wasn't as much for me as for him, because as twins, we had done a few things, yeah. But, I realized that was important to him, so it became important to me.
So integrity.
Integrity.
Transparency.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
then we'll talk about emotionally available.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a big one.
All right. Until tomorrow.
If the Lord says the same.
Have a good evening.
Thanks.